Libra, how you doing, Libra? Good morning and goodbye. I don't know if you're saying goodbye to someone, Libra, and you're saying that goodbye to the past, hello the new is what I'm hearing. Hello number two. So you've stopped flushing the number two and you're like, you know what, goodbye to the old, hello to the new. So have you got a new person in mind, Libra, and you're like, you know what, I could really do with some new shoes or blue shoes. It came up in another reading. Some new shoes or a new outfit or some new clothes, and I could really do with something new going on in my life in order to bring it purpose, is what I keep hearing. So I don't know, I mean, this doesn't have to be a love interest, but it can be something that you have on your mind and think, you know what, Steve, I actually feel as if I need a new haircut, or as if I need some new makeup, or if I just want to actually start to treat myself well. You could be dealing with a selfie, okay, or a selfish. You could be dealing with a Pisces for a lot of you, okay? But I definitely, or you've got this in your chart, but I definitely keep hearing for you, Libra, that I really feel like doing something different, out of the box, like out of the ordinary, okay? That it's not what I'm used to doing, but it is also what I know. So the better the devil, the no. You could be dealing with something to do with around a Capricorn, or you've got this in your chart. But it feels like, generally, that I feel like doing something completely out of the ordinary, out of the box, and do something completely and utterly different than what I know. Because if I'm honest, it feels like that you know something, but you want to do something different. It's very difficult for me to even actually channel to figure out what this is. Only you guys are really going to know what that is. I'm hearing I need to do another channel, or something like that. Or I need to pick something new. I don't know what. Actually, I'm actually also it's actually now picking up something different. I need to pick on someone new. So is this something to do with pictures? I need some new pictures, and because I'm hearing I need to pick on someone new. Now, hopefully nobody's picking on anybody, okay? Because I don't want any fighting. But like, I definitely keep hearing like I need to pick something new. So, like I said, it could be a new picture. Like I need a new profile picture, or I need a new profile altogether, or or I need to cover something up, because this is where the milk is turning sour. So if you're very sensitive, you may not like these, okay? Because I can't tell where this energy comes from. But what I am hearing, Libra, is that I need to pick a new profile picture, and I also need to pick a new identity. Now, just make sure the audio is recording. I'm not wasting my time. I keep hearing that I need to pick something new. And the only trouble is that I am picking up a devious energy here, so devil or something like that. But I need to pick something new, okay? But then, majority of you out there is going to be something good. But I don't know if you guys are feeling as if you're in fear of somebody picking a new profile picture, picking on someone new, picking on your partner, trying to get you to pick a partner, or like pick something, okay? But the very strange energy is what I'm hearing is that it's a lot to do with picking things, okay? Now I don't know if that's scabs or Abigail, Abbott, okay, or anything that's biblical, but I need to pick something. This is why I can't figure out whether this is, like I said, someone trying to cover something up. Because, I mean, is it like I need to pick up new foundation because there's something on my face or on my body that I need to cover up, or like a tattoo or something that I need to cover up, right? And that whatever it is, it feels like that I need some strong foundation in life in order to be able to build it, right? So you're looking at tower energies. But there is something that they're telling me here is that you probably are looking for something new to pick. And it might be where you're trying to cover it up because it's either makeup and it's something physical. But here I am also getting this sensation of a metaphysical one, which means that I need to pick a new profile picture. I need to pick something else, like to conjure up. So The Conjuring, I don't know, apparently The Conjuring 4 is coming out on the pictures. Are any of you out there horror fans? But like, I need to pick something else to conjure up, like an idea. Like I need to get in with something and conjure up this idea, okay, to manifest it. Something to do with manifesting or manifest something. But, you know, your guys manifesting is normally when you want to manifest that you can't. And that's the trouble with manifesting, because it happens naturally. So any of you guys out there in the natural ability of physically manifesting things, you can't force anything. So normally when you come out with a new idea and you're like, man, this idea is going to work, 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 and it has to, and it has to, and it has to, and I want it to, and I want it to, you're actually scaring the energy off. Okay, so you really got to look at manifesting is that you don't actually think, you don't want anything, you don't need anything. Okay, so everything is provided for you as what is meant. Well, in my eyes, manifesting is a lot to do with your chart. Your chart's going to tell you all kind of things. So, for instance, if, I don't know why I end up talking about these things, but that's what they're getting me to look at, right? Me, I have a Gemini moon, right, which represents Capricorn also, because if you haven't seen my channel before, I call out numerology. I'm a numerology reader. As also a psychic and a medium and everything else. Not everybody agrees with that, okay? It doesn't matter, but there is a video that provides below that tells you everything about how I read, okay? Because the numbers represent the Akashic records, pieces of information, blah, 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 and me, I call it, okay? So if you're unaware, you might like the video that is provided where I've just told people basically how I read numerologically, okay? I can't ever say that word, but like how I read within numerology, okay? So what you're kind of looking at is well, probably stealing that maybe, but like I definitely keep picking up, like, you know, me for instance, I have a Gemini moon, right? It's contaminated within the Devil of Six, because if you look at anything that is biblical, okay, anything that is physically biblical, when you're doing general readings, when I do them, I obviously relate it to certain amounts of info, okay? So obviously you look at like whatever happened in religion, because I wasn't there, so I don't know, okay? But you know, you look at it as in the aspect of that, you know, Gemini is Adam and Eve that was contaminated by the apple of life, okay, and the tree of life, and then basically it was contaminated by the devil, okay? So in my head, you know, to manifest, you're going to start thinking all kinds of things, right? All kinds of things, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, and duality within my moon sign, okay? So in order to keep my conscience clear, in order to keep me clear, or the name Claire, in order to keep me clear of everything, is where I have to sacrifice. So what I go to is what I believe, in my belief, was Jesus, of the sacrificial lamb, which is also representing Capricorn, right? But when you look at the energy of Pisces, it does represent a hangman. So it's biblical, whichever way you look at it, right? It doesn't matter what Jesus was, okay? But, you know, if you've gone Wikipedia, it says, obviously, Capricorn, because of Christ and Christmas and everything else, and baby Jesus and all that kind of thing, right? Obviously. But then when you look at Wikipedia, Wikipedia or Google actually says Jesus was a Pisces. I don't mind. I really don't mind. But it's just info that's kind of being told to me by Spirit of certain things to look at, right? So here what you get through my Gemini moon is that when I deal with people, that brings me energy of darkness and light, okay? Darkness and light. When a dark energy mixes not very well with a light energy, that is where you're going to get all of this separation and confusion and dark empathy. Everybody has dark empathy, right? Because you have control and because we're in purgatory. Why do I always go into these like teaching segments with Libra? I don't know why. You don't have to pay attention to me, okay? But sometimes they get me to talk of things and I don't understand why they do, but right. So I will do your reading. It's going to be about, it's going to get juicy because it's a brutal truth of karma of your mind, their mind, okay? But when you look at these kind of aspects of life, anything that is contaminated from dark and light because of living in a Virgo era of purgatory, because 10 is complete ending and gone, okay? 9 is where we are struggling with to fight back to society of what we feel as if we want, okay? That we want. We need it, we want it now, okay? So when you're going through turmoil is normally when you're dealing with what? It's generally not with yourself, it's normally with other energies, right? Other energies are always contaminating yours because we all have to work, okay? We normally have to deal with general public, we normally have to deal with children, bills, money, and so on and so forth, where that would represent life, okay? Life is evolving. Life does evolve constantly all the time, so it always provides an energy for you when we go back to being like prehistoric, okay, because we basically didn't have ham and chicken and everything else that we go to the supermarket. We were efficient enough, a fish, Pisces, okay, efficient enough to make what we wanted out of itself, manifesting, make it from the earth, fresh, vegetables, fruit. You might be looking on in all of these, health, fitness, fruit, vegetables, you know, healthy lifestyle, healthy living, okay? Out of sight, out of mind. Out of worry, out of warts. Okay? Warts and all. No witchcraft. Doesn't have to be witchcraft. It's because you're thinking dark energy, dark thoughts. I've gone over this so many times, so you could have different placements within Leo and things like this that I've kind of been sprouting about this for a while now. Okay, so if you haven't seen the channel before, you might like some of the channel messages of what my spirit gets me to talk about. Okay, so when you look at these, you know, a dark feeling creates a dark thought. Okay, so you're not in alignment fully with stress. If you're not, brilliant. That's because you're not dealing with anybody. Okay, that's because you're fresh, single, available, but not worrying about being available. Okay, not worrying about being available on demand. Okay, so you're not really worrying about what? Money. You're not really worrying about people. You're just following the natural ability of a calling of doing it naturally. Okay, because if you want money, you don't get money. If you don't need money, you're more likely to get it, and then when you've got it, you're like, man, I've got loads of money. Now I'm starting to think about money. Right? So in order for you to manifest, it doesn't happen all of the time. It just happens naturally. You get on a flow of it. It just happens in time. Time's just metaphysical. Okay? It doesn't have any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Okay? Libra, you've had that so many times. Right? The sense that doesn't make any energy. Right? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever because you can't see it. Just like time. Okay? So when you look at dark empathy, everybody has a darkness about them. So you could be dealing with Virgo, maybe, somewhere. Right? But everybody has a dark side and everybody has a light side, right? When you're free and you're clear, normally when manifesting happens, because I've experienced this so many times, when I experience what? An ending. Now, I am now, freshly, I'm still out there with all of you guys, experiencing my experience to give you my experience. Okay, I am now fresh, single, not available, but I am like single and everything else now, because I've gone through a very, very difficult period and cycle in my life, in it, okay, in my life, okay. So, how do I feel now? Brilliant. It's not that I don't have empathy, it's just that when you have a dark energy around you that contaminates with your light energy, you feel what? Confused, obviously, right? You feel dark thoughts about the person that has a demand for you to say that you're not doing something right, okay. So the more you keep fighting, trying to control a person, who are you controlling? Your own destiny, right? You're trying to control the world. You're trying to control a planet that is saying, hello, Libra, anybody, right? You can't control your destiny because when you're trying to control something, you're not controlling manifesting, okay? So what is given to you, if you're going through times of like, Steve, awooga, fight or flight, fight, bah, don't get on, okay? Just doesn't work, it don't mix, polar. North pole, south pole, north node, south node. My component in life that's teaching me to not fight. Normally when you don't want to fight is normally when somebody does. When you move away from the energy and you split up and you break up and you feel great, you feel great about yourself, what are you starting to do? Manifest. You're starting to understand, right, that empathy is given by who? God, right? Is to learn to have empathy for oneself, that when your energy doesn't mix, like, I mean, if you really look at anything biblical, right, and I'm not defacing God or Jesus or anything like that, but the most dysfunctional family, right, when you look at like spirits and like God and Zeus and everything else, man, they had absolute and utter difficult time trying to get everybody on the energy of finding themselves of self-love. That God probably, Lucifer, so on and so forth, was never proven the fact that his father loved him and everything else, and because of so on and so forth. But what it tries to teach you is the fact of love. Of course I do. I just don't need to tell you that. I'm projecting that in order to make you understand about dark energy. Is to find love within yourself, to know that what makes you feel good, right, is the fact that now you know. The better the devil you know is what you know when you feel it yourself. When you do, you are not fighting to scare me off because I am you. Right? I am everybody. The purpose of life can't be understood around love because it was never actually given as love. Not purely because you have what? 6 placements. Right? But like 6. You have Gemini, Capricorn energy, which is contaminated by its same energy. Right? Do y'all get me? So I've got no idea why I'm talking about that, but I don't know, something like that seems to be in your energy for something that is channeled for you. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. For a lot of you, could be dealing with a Scorpio or Aries, because Aries is also a 4, as well as what Scorpio is a 4. Okay, so like I said, if you don't follow, okay, you might just want to watch the video. There's nothing, it's just quite simple. So normally when you see a court card that comes up in my readings, okay, you're probably going to end up seeing people copying this at some point, right? But again, when you see a court card that comes up of a, say, earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, that is representing that number. So Taurus, 5, also Sagittarian energy, okay? Virgo, 9, doesn't have one because it's not divisible by the energy of the magician, okay? 1, okay? Don't worry about that because I'll come out with something biblical later, but if you're all interested. But then when you look at the energy of, say, you know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, 6, Gemini, Capricorn, okay? So when you see those, you're like, oh my God, hold on a minute, Steve, I'm going to go back and take a look at those placements no matter where they are within my chart. That message seemed to be there for me as well. Why do they all seem to relate, and why do court cards come up? Because of numerology. Okay. Why do I... The video is provided below. Anyway, Libra. So we're going to go over now, okay, but this is going to be the harsh truth. This is where Steve starts with, okay, hopefully not, but afraid not, you see, something to do with Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. I'm afraid no longer. I am no longer afraid of you, Pisces. Something to do with Leos. Leos and Pisces is here. Leo knows a Pisces and a Pisces know a Leo. Or you have this in your chart completely, or it's not making any sense whatsoever. Which means Trevor, or somebody's talking to someone about someone saying, listen, this is making sense, that's not making sense. So I don't know if this is a person talking to a person. This is why this is slightly confusing, and I'm going to stop because I'll probably confuse you. Because I'm trying to make sense of this energy of like Pisces, well, Pisces, Leo kind of energies, 8, Aquarian, don't matter. Anyway, let's see. So what's in your mind? Okay, well, basically, how does your partner think and feel about you truly? Okay, how do you think and feel about your partner? If you're not in partnership and you've got someone new, that'll also probably come up. If you've got a fight or a flight response from a person of energy of dark empathy and also light empathy of a person of sacrifice, to sacrifice your light energy to teach a person about their dark side, to heal them. That's why, very quickly, that's why an empath is what? Sacrificing. When you see everybody in life that says healer, what do you think that actually is? That means that I walk alone the earth to heal people, Jesus, Pisces. Right? But like, I walk alone. I walk alone, that song, right? But I walk alone in order to meet people, okay, in order to, what? Heal them, right? So when you look at what we're going through as a collective energy of dark and light, we discover ourselves through the dark to navigate others, to show them what that is like to connect with a light energy. That feeds the energy of, whichever way you look at it, as someone that feeds from your energy, that when you are apart, you feel, man, I feel absolutely fantastic that I'm now not contaminated with dark energy. So what am I now doing? Receiving, okay? Receiving energy. Because I now feel as if there's no darkness around me, that I don't have to contend with opponents' feelings. I can now concentrate on myself. Selfish. Right? Known to others. Okay. This is where we form a lot of separation. So you might be in that predicament. Wanting something new. Wanting something fresh. Or the person that you meet might be meeting you exactly the same time because they are new, fresh, single. Okay? So, Libra. How does Libra's partner think and feel about Libra? How does Libra's partner think and feel about partner? But I do have to warn you for a start. If you are metaphysically connected with someone, it's going to relate to you, but it will make no sense whatsoever. Okay? Because you will watch every single reading and they will all, more than likely, make sense. And you will confuse yourself because you are confused. because, not your fault, it's because you're on a spiritual journey. Because everybody, listen, I am the most confusing person out there to many, but to many I'm also very educated of understanding of a way of how I teach. Okay, but still to many I am very confusing. Okay, so we'll go through that because I am feeling some kind of metaphysical stuff that may be here, that can't be explained. The essence of life that just cannot be. Okay, if it is meant to be, it is meant to be. Okay. It's like this t-shirt, for instance, right? It's an old t-shirt, but brand new. It's probably about 6 months old that I got, it was a Christmas thing. But I just took the label off it and I never actually worn it before, okay? It's just been in the cupboard, wardrobe, covered up by a thing, okay? And I'll get to it at some point if I put a little bit of weight on. I'm actually now losing a little, to be honest, but little and large. But again, okay, I took it off, put it on, and the cut feels wrong because it's a cheap t-shirt. Right? Somebody bought me it. It doesn't matter. It's great, but I can't remember who or what, but I didn't buy this, right? So I took it off. It doesn't fit well. Why is that? Because it's cheap, right? Because it's cheap. But it was given to me for free, but it doesn't fit. Things in life don't fit you very well, okay? Now, you can look at this in many aspects of like a calling. It doesn't fit you, right? It doesn't fit, doesn't work for you, okay? If it is meant for you, it works in a certain amount of time. You would never be able to take this t-shirt off me, okay, and put it on yourselves and that it would fit, okay? It just works for some. The more you don't think, the more you don't fight. Because what works for you is the person that is given to you that will start to work, right? So, Libra, show me Libra's partner's thoughts and feelings. Show me Libra's partner's thoughts and feelings about Libra. Okay, so they think that you more than likely have children together, okay, and that you more than likely could be meeting someone new here, but we're going to have to go with the folk for a start that may have children or friends. But you more than likely have just started talking to a friend or just started to meet a new person or gain interest of something and think, you know what, I'm really interested in this person or thing. Or thing. Stephen King, Steve, there might be another Steve. But I'm just starting to gain interest in this thing. A thing is a personal thing. A personal thing. Okay. So it's between me and you, boo. Okay, so it's a personal thing. Okay. So for a lot of you, I probably have children. Okay. Or I have something very precious on my mind that I see you as golden. Golden brown, texture like sun. Leo, possible, but like my son. You're right, my son? Mason, their name Mason. Kerry or Melissa or M. Okay. Mason. Melanie, Marissa, Maria, Melina, Matilda, all the M's, anybody beginning with M. Okay. Emily, Emma. So let's see what is in Libra's partner's thoughts and feelings. Too many cards, I'm sorry I can't do all of those. Because we have to, don't know. So Libra, tell me what's in Libra's thoughts and feelings, please. Libra's partner's thoughts and feelings about Libra. Ooh, I got one thing on my mind. I keep hearing Steve. Somebody could be talking to a friend about me, I don't know. But unless you're dealing with another Steve. But I keep hearing I've got one thing on my mind and one thing only. You dirty old man. But like, here I've got one thing on my mind and it seems to be the bushes, the Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Doesn't matter. Aries, Leo, man, I'm getting lost myself today. Fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's the court card. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. This probably come up in another reading somewhere. Okay, but doesn't matter whether it be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Could be a friend. Okay, for a lot of you, you've just made basically a new acquaintance. A new acquaintance. So this can be where you're starting to think about project work, is what I'm hearing. Like, I'm working on a project, and we could be working on a project together. If it's a friend, you're basically just talking to a friend, which is about somebody. That's what I'm saying. Everybody has a friend that talks about somebody else, okay? So I'm hearing, for a lot of you, is a very strange message. Each reading seems to be very different. Or eat, read, or something like that, right? Or ready, or Damien, or eating, or reading, or something like that. But, okay, I am, like, reading something of a journal, or I'm a journalist, or I'm an analyst, or Anne, or Annie, or Annabelle, okay? But, like, I'm reading something. I'm reading up on something. I keep hearing the reading, eating, reading. Okay, but ready. Damien or Damo or Dan or Danielle. Okay, but D. Anything but with D, like D's nuts or like Diane. Okay, or Dana. Right, but I'm hearing quite a few D's. Right, D's. You alright, D's? But like, or Steve's, Steve. Some people up north used to call me Steve. Hey, if they come from up Leeds or anywhere like that, they're like, hey Steve, you look a bit pasty, Steve. I do look a bit pasty. But like, it's a bit like Liam and Noel Gallagher. Hey, you're right there, Steve. How they getting on there, son? You're right there, Steve. That's a good little thing you got going on there, Steve. Hey, you look electric. Well, like, yeah. Anyway, somebody could be eccentric, a little bit like myself. Be very eccentric. Right? Excited is what I keep feeling for a lot of you. Excited. It's kind of, oh my God, I've just met my dreamboat. Isn't he lovely? Isn't she lovely? Come on, Libra. Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she beautiful? I don't know. Who sang that? I can't remember. But isn't she lovely? Isn't she? Something to do with Sheila. Your name Sheila or Bruce? Hey, good eye there, Sheila. You alright? Someone from down under? You alright there, Bruce from down under? So basically, someone from Australia. Okay, or. I'm hearing orgy or org. What's that? Me, Tarzan. You, Jane. You come with me. But like Jane. Plain Jane Superbrain is what I'm hearing. Plain Jane Superbrain. But like someone's called Superbrain or something. Superbrain. Anyway, I got sane in my membrane. Insane in the brain. Someone's probably rapping and all this sort of stuff. Right? Is what I keep hearing. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Or the name Shane. Okay, or Sarah. Or Steve. Again, S's. And also keep hearing like this, like S's. I don't know, someone that's very feminine, anyway. Right. So, how does your partner think and feel about you? Well, they could be feeling you in many ways, to be quite honest with you, Libra. And even if they're not feeling you, y'all could even be feeling yourself, right? It's like, listen, I feel myself. I've actually... Woo! How much can you get away with on YouTube? I actually feel myself feeling something. Oh, man, I actually can feel myself around you. I don't feel like I have to cover anything up. I don't feel like I need makeup. No, yo, guys don't need makeup, man. Of course you don't, right? You're beautiful anyway, right? Just like, what's his name said? Beautiful, yeah, beautiful. And everything away. 'Cause love don't get me down. Come on, Charlie, cheer up is what I'm hearing. Like, come on, Charlie, in the chocolate factory. Somebody could be going in a different hole. We don't know yet, but I'm definitely hearing, you're right there, Charlie. Cheer up, Charlie. Look, there's a golden ticket just waiting for you. There's an opportunity in life. You'll be okay. Don't you worry, little fella. Let's just send you on your way and you'll be all right. Some of you might be saying goodbye to a child for a lot of you, and you're like, oh, thank God. They're going to college. Yay, thank goodness I've now got a break where I can concentrate on myself. Right? So, I don't know, you might get a job at a school and stuff like this, right? That's definitely what I'm hearing. Or a teacher of such. Okay, teacher. I'm teaching at a school. I'm giving a seminar. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Jim, Jalen Juice and Justin Jasmine, but also a what do you call it? Jim Morrison and my last authentic seminar. Right. I'm giving a seminar. Okay. Shouldn't really be paying for seminars though, you know. I'm being weird, but you know, I do normally, but this is how people make money, and it's down to everybody else. But normally people are like, you know what, I'm going to do a seminar, I'm going to charge everybody £180 for the seminar. You know, that's not giving, that's taking, right? You know, I mean, anything that I do that is educational, man, that's free for you guys. You know, I'll never charge for things that are educational, because, you know, knowledge is power and people want it, you know. And normally when you start charging things, that's normally where someone's thinking about money that much that they may not be receiving that from clients, okay? So I don't know what this is for, but again, you know, I don't know. It's just that some people I do notice, you know, they'd say, you know what, I'm going to do a reading or blah, blah, blah on manifesting, but I'm going to charge you like £180 because I'm going to do I think people call it a seminar, I don't know. But I'm going to do a segment, okay? I'm going to do a segment on something, and you can all watch it, but it's going to charge you 180 quid. No, man, yeah, I can't. Well, you can, but, man, I don't see things that way. Not really, you know. So, I don't know, unless you're changing things up slightly here in your energy, I don't know what, unless this person is. But any person can be a person in a reading, because if you've got a friend, they're talking to you about their friend, so they're in this reading, okay? The other person that may not be in this reading, that's what I'm saying. Somebody is in this reading in someone's ear, basically. So, I don't know why I keep picking up a wasp in someone's ear. A wasp in someone's ear? Like, listen, have you heard? Like, something in their ear. I mean, have you ever, about their ears? Something specifically about their ears. Like, my ears are burning. Okay, so I'm picking, so you might be doing about Leo energies, but like my ears are burning. I can actually listen, I can sense someone saying something about me, right? But like one of those moments, you know, like I can actually sense that somebody's feeling. Ooh, depends if you got one of those metaphysical connections going on, guys. But yeah, man, this person's feeling all kinds of things, right? But it's kind of like that. My ears are burning. Kind of, right? My spidey senses are kicking in, and I can actually feel that something big is about to happen, right? Something good, something's gonna happen. So how does your partner think and feel you? Well, they think that you are as hot as a jam donut. That's what they think. They drool like Homer Simpson, and I've really got to calm down. Me being my sign. But they drip all over the place. It's like a fridge. When you go in there and you've turned it off and you forgot and all the water's flowing all over the floor, that's pretty much where you might be giving birth and your waters are broke. Right? I can feel it in the water. Right? Hello, my name is Lucifer Morningstar. Good morning, detective. I'm detecting something, Lucifer. That's what I'm hearing. Hello, everybody. My name is Lucifer Morningstar, and I can feel something. Anyway, where on earth these messages come from? Please don't ever take offence by my demeanour or manner. Right? I'm not taking the mick out of people. I just feel great. Right? I feel great. My energy levels are like steaming at the moment. Right? So this is normally where I just turn into Steve, right? But like, you know, nice, light, vibrant energy, Leo, I need to say Leo, but like Libra, okay. It's good, man, it's good. So let's see, so how does Libra's partner think and feel about them? These will turn because I will, this is where it takes a funny turn. Feel one of my turn, feel my rush coming on, Rat Pack. Something to do with baby. Let me be a fantasy, yeah. Someone's like listening to the old jams, right? Or the name Jan. Julian, Justin, Jasmine. Who knows? But, yeah. Temper. Oh, temper tantrum. Temper. I'm trying to keep my temper under control, and I'm trying not to get so angry. But it could be about a frayed knot, which might be a Pisces hangman, right? But it is good because, why? It's healing. It more than likely means that whoever this person is that they are not presently dealing with anybody, right? So whether this be a friend of yours, and a friend in need is a friend indeed, is the fact that they may not be now having to deal with the energy that they feel is dark for them. Of course they won't, because they don't have now dark thoughts of a person because of the contamination of the energy of healing. Healing. This is where I have this in my first, well, my first house is Scorpio, but my planet of the furthest blue one, okay, the Pisces planet basically, the ruling energy of Sagittarius, that's in my first house. Neptune. Neptune in the first house. That helps me connect astrology wise of seeing out to the furthest planet. Okay, so something to do with around, like, you see, I walk the earth. I walk the earth in order to learn how to heal people through sacrifice, right? That when I'm not dealing with somebody, I actually feel accomplished and healed. Right? That it actually did me more good than harm. Unless the milk starts to turn sour, right? But why do I, sometimes, like I said, when I channel, it's like Ghost, for instance, right? Just look at how Sigourney Weaver, right, wasn't in control of her body, and that what I say, my mannerisms and how I talk, it's like me being taken over by a spirit. I let that happen because I trust my spirit, okay? So when I do this kind of thing, I trust my spirit in order to take over control of my body, right? Of my body, of my mind, body and soul, because I'm in alignment with what I trust. And what I trust in and what I believe in the most is my spirit, okay? Faith, right? Faith to know that they have my best ability at hand when I am now Steve again. Right? Stephen is what I'm hearing. Stefan, Stephanie, or Stephen. Right? Let's see how does, because this reading at the moment is simple, Simon. Simple. Right? It's simple. So, and it's got to be a Piscean energy because that has been up in the readings for quite some time about Pisces. It's simple, Simon. Okay, simples. Someone's got a dog. Somebody's got a dog or a cat. Could be a Leo. Leo has a cat. Or, but like, cat. I keep hearing cat. The name Cat or Katerina or cataracts. You might be, I don't know, you might have cataracts. But like, yeah, I keep hearing like Shaggy? A shaggy dog or a shaggy cat. I don't know what that's for. Scooby. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? Let's just hope you don't do voodoo. Right? But anyway, let's see. This is the Coming to America. This is I'll do what you do. Really? You alright? How are you getting on? Yeah, I'm good. Because you're good. Oh, okay. What colour do you like? What colour do you like? Purple. I like purple. Okay. Jump, like, you know, Coming to America. I like what you like. I do what you do. This is where everybody starts to tell me that they're a psychic medium and everything else. I do what you do. I like what you do. I like what you like. I like you a lot is what I'm hearing. Might be Lloyd. So people think I look like him off Dumb and Dumber. Not Jim Carrey, the other one. I like you a lot. Anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, I can see the remnants in you now. You do look a little bit like him. Let's see. Show me how Libra thinks and feels about this situation. There it is. There it is. They're crazy is what I'm hearing. There it is. Right on the end of your nose. You feel hot to trot, bruv. Get up there, Libra. I'm pleased for you. You've got such a good reading at the moment. You got family. You got love. You got respect. You got warm energy. Feels great. Feels exciting. And if it isn't, guarantee you this is probably the other people that are connected to you. Everybody suddenly starts to feel very good. I guarantee you most of that is to do with the astrology placements of Saturn and everything else that's been moving. Woo, has that been difficult? Why does everybody now seem fresh and excited and single? because you are no longer dealing with Saturn, right? But or the moon, right? Because you've got the Son of God, Lucifer morning star. Could even be a Leo, right? But I keep hearing this morning has broken, and it's kind of like, hello, I am very glad to be here, right? To be loved, oh, what a feeling to be loved. Somebody's met a new person and they're in love with them already. Oh my God, they mentioned the love word. Well, they're just in love with somebody. Could be themselves, right? That's a great energy. When you can find that love for myself, man. Oh, that's the essence of that you can't beat there. Okay, so how does Libra's partner think and feel about Libra? Well, erotic, that's for sure. Libra, summarising Venus Jupiter, how does Libra think and feel about this person? The Hangman, there you go, afraid not, Jesus, 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 my own personal Jesus, Lucifer Morningstar. They keep biblically, honestly, they keep biblically trying to get me to look at some message here. This is normally how I work, right? I ain't going to tell you how I work, because it may not work for everybody else. But it's just normally how I work. But I keep hearing Lucifer Morningstar, right? But like, here, my own personal Jesus, my own personal account, right? So I'm taking this in account, the fact that I feel very good about my accountant, about my bank balance, about my money, about the prosperity of the future with this person, or even without them. I just feel great. I just feel good, right? So here, you've kind of got what I said right at the beginning. I felt this energy around Leo and Pisces. Leo and Pisces. It doesn't even have to be a Leo, right? Because it is a 1. The star is a 1. It's a new person. It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. It's a new era. That was actually in one of my Angel Radio music productions. I wonder if I can play you the new one, Libra, because I don't know if you're going to like it or not. And I don't know if it's loud, but I've got a new Angel Radio coming up. I'm going to get on with your reading. There is no rush, Libra. Please make sure you watch the entire video because it helps with the algorithm, okay? But I ain't going to do that because you'll probably get bored. I'll probably play it on the next reading, okay? If you want to watch it. But yeah, you definitely feel excited, warm, you know, feeling very accomplished that you are now learning to go with the flow of the energy. Because this is a selfish person, which means that they have taken back control of one's life. Okay, but for many of you here, this really could be somebody that knew that is in your peripheral vision that you're kind of like either have met or about to. But you could well be talking with a person that brings, or even watching. You see, this is even just watching, right? But it's kind of like this idea of like, this could work, right? This could really work here. Because, like I said, you are no longer containing the energy of badness, which means that I'm no longer thinking or doing anything that feels bad. It feels good, right? It feels good. So, for all of those people out there that are cross-watching that this person here is getting success, well then don't worry about that, right? It's because you all can't try to stop someone from teaching you here, right? I can't really do anything for you, Libra, that's going to say that this reading is coming of conflict, that I can help you through conflict, because that's the best approach. If it's good, I'm kind of like, man, this is just brilliant, you know. I can't really help you through anything of conflict because there doesn't seem to be any here at the moment. Because I do also have to earn a living, you can watch this on the full access bundle. Full access bundle to me is pretty much like McDonald's. It's all like a bunch of birds that are all shoved up inside one another. But the trouble is, that's like a heart attack in a bun. With my Patron, it's pretty much like the same, but you get more for your money. It takes longer to get through it because there's so much in there. It's a bit like a Pisces, right? There's so much in there that you can watch everything until your heart's content. But it does also produce a service for this channel. For these bits, other bits, any kind of bits and pieces of Pisces everywhere. Let's spread the love like Lucifer Morningstar, right? So this person can have like a Capricorn Gemini feeling somewhere here also. But yeah. So if you want to join, you can. The link is provided below. The video is also below that explains about numerology and also how I read. And then also the video that does explain about Patron. But you obviously get monthlies, yearlies, weeklies, you versus them, this reading, weekly readings, general readings, all kinds of readings, whatever they are, they go to 2 tiers. One of them is just the monthlies. The other one, if you want progressive readings and the outcomes and the do's and the don'ts and the children and the kids and the jobs and who sees who as what and where, and then whoa, not to do that towards the end, you might accomplish something, right? But anyway, it's over on the other side. If you want to join, you can find the link provided below. Thank you very much, Libra, and I'll see you next time.